Howdy foodie friends, welcome to the Drawn Hungry dinner party. Come on in. I'm Mishra Johnson, the game designer and illustrator behind this deliciously fun culinary card game. In each video, I invite chefs, culinary artisans, and foodie friends to join me for a game of Drawn Hungry in a delightful destination and compete to see who's a certified culinary genius. Today, we're playing in the absolutely gorgeous home of Jessica and Aaron Grimmer. They're co-owners of the soon-to-open High Noon restaurant and event space, as well as the Picnic House Mercantile here in Portland, Oregon. Thank you so much for having us. So, we're going to go over the rules and then dive into the game. But first, let's meet our fellow players. First up, we have Jaret Ferratusco, a private inner chef for helicopter pilots, a writer, photographer, copy editor, creative consultant, and restaurant partner for High Noon and its sister food establishment Picnic House. He's known in the art world as Corpse on Pumpkin. Next, we have Jennifer Abele, a board game designer, aerospace engineer, home cook, and Rottweiler dog mom. And finally, Marum, a communications manager who loves to cook. She works in community engagement and has a background in economic development and journalism. Thank you everyone for being here today. I look forward to seeing what delicious ideas you cook up. So let's quickly go over the rules. In Drawn Hungry, the goal is to prepare the head chef's favorite meal. Each round, one player will take a turn as the head chef and select a special occasion and secret ingredient. All the other players will have 5 minutes to use the cards from their hand to prepare a meal. Players must incorporate the secret ingredient in at least one ingredient in one dish from their hand, or they could be disqualified for the round. However, players are free to use their imagination and creativity to help sell their meal. Once the timer is up, we'll all go around and present our meals to the head chef, who will choose their favorite meal to win the round. You win the game by winning rounds and accumulating points based on the dish and ingredient cards you incorporate into your meals. The first player to get 25 points or more is a certified culinary genius.
Okay.
Yes, we'll each get one of those.
The illustrations look so good, and they almost remind me of like tarot cards.
That was a big inspiration.
So cute.
Great, so let's figure out who's going to be the first head chef. It's whoever chopped in the onion most recently.
5 p.m. yesterday? That's got me beat.
It's been a while for me.
I can't remember.
Oh gosh. All right. Woo. Okay, so I picked
A ingredient, yep, that's a secret ingredient for the round. And then a special occasion.
Okay. Oh, this is such a cute card. Love it. All right. Ooh. Okay, so I share them now. Okay. So the special occasion is dinner before the theater, a dramatic meal to fit the occasion, it says. And the ingredient, which is like actually one of my all-time favorite things, rack of lamb.
Let's cook.
Ooh.
And Anna, while you're waiting, you can write down special criteria.
Ooh,
So
okay.
if there's something specific to dinner before the theater, write that down and save it till after we all present.
Okay.
What's everyone's favorite play? I think my favorite one that I've seen is down at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. We saw A Midsummer's Night Dream. It's just like,
Nice.
oh, beautiful.
I bet. Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds great. This is more of a musical, but I once saw a musical of Heathers with themed cocktails for like because they drink like Drano, you know, and so they're bright blue themed cocktails, and that was really fun. It was fantastic, and the songs were super catchy.
I can't remember the names of any place. But we did go to New York last year, and we did go see a play, and it was very funny.
Oh, awesome.
Can't tell you the name of it to save my life.
Sometimes the best ones are like offbeat plays that aren't even super like famous or popular.
In high school, I was a very big drama nerd.
Oh, yeah.
I was president of the club.
Love
and
that.
I played an old lady in Arsenic and Old Lace, and
Never heard of that.
I had a blast. It's all about these old women killing old men that stay in their home.
That's awesome. Right, 1 minute, just over 1 minute left, you guys. I'm really excited to see your meal.
Since I have the time, I'm going to add in a drawing
Cute.
for effect.
And so Jordan, it doesn't just need to be one dish, right? It could be like an appetizer and a main
Oh, yeah.
and a cocktail or something. Okay.
Like, especially, there's some occasions that are feasts where it's like you want to go all out
Yeah.
for a feast.
I still remember like the descriptions in Redwall of all the food. I don't know, it was such like a formative experience. Like and it was all vegetarian because they were all mice and stuff, but it just always sounded so delicious. So whenever anybody says feast, that's what I think about.
All right, pencils down.
Okay, so I should tell everybody what I'm kind of looking for?
You actually hold on to
Oh,
that
okay.
until everyone
Oh, okay.
So we aren't influenced
Aha.
in our presentation.
Okay, so you guys-
we are serving.
I have no idea what my tastes are, I guess, other than I already said I really like breakfast.
Well, I always start from the left of the head chef and go around that way. So I'll kick us off. I like to start off by showing what cards I used. So I used pho, black tea, and sardines to create a grilled lamb pho with a sardine and shrimp cracker on the side, alongside a Thai iced tea. And there's a little drawing just to give you the full picture.
Nice. Oh, that's such a cute drawing too. It's great. I love it. So I have been craving pho lately, so I really love that. And a sardine and shrimp cracker. So that's like a shrimp, one of those puffy shrimp crackers with like sardines on it. Okay, and then Thai iced tea. Like there's nothing more refreshing than a Thai iced tea.
Yeah.
So that sounds amazing. All right, I think is it Jaret?
Okay. I created a smoked stuffed cod stuffed with macaroni puree. And since I ran out of time, I think you'll just eat it out of the oven.
Oh,
And there's cards.
and then I'm guessing the rack of lamb is with the macaroni stuffed in there.
Yeah, it's all together. It's one thing. You pick up the fish.
It's dramatic, that's for sure.
So the lamb is stuffed in the fish?
Oh, cod. I meant to put lamb and then I took that out.
It's whatever you want.
Oh,
So
is that your card?
So the rack of lamb is the secret ingredient, so
Oh, yeah.
everyone's got to incorporate it.
Oh, so I took that out because I was thinking I was doing something else, so I lost those points.
Okay.
I took it out of my own dish. Okay, I got it.
I was like, lamb and cod, that's one hell of a pairing.
I'm a chef.
Just doing chefy things.
I like to say, like, you play one round, there will be some bumps the first round, and then you'll get it. It'll be pretty intuitive.
Yeah, it was an extraordinary journey to make that dish.
Alright, I went very like classic night out, right? So you're going to a steakhouse before you go to a theater, so you're having a classic rack of lamb covered in a chanterelle butter mushroom sauce with a side of mashed potatoes. You're gonna have a warm chocolate lava cake for dessert, and you're gonna have it with a glass of vino tinto.
This is speaking to me. This is exactly like it's comfort, it's class, there's a sauce. I love chanterelle mushrooms. There's like nothing that's better. Yes, you're bringing tears to my eyes. It sounds amazing.
So now you can share any special criteria that you're using to judge.
Okay, well, I was looking for, I see rack of lamb, I want a sauce or a chutney because it's, you know, I feel like that's just really classic, and a sauce is always great. And then I really wanted a cocktail or some sort of drink, and I feel like you really hit on everything I was like thinking of, and so I will award my favorite to you.
Yay!
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So do I get these points too?
Yes.
Nice.
And you know, I was in Portland. One of our theaters is the Keller Theater. Or Keller Auditorium, and it's right across from Morton's Steakhouse, which is just like a chain steakhouse, but they make like the best martinis there. And so I was just thinking of like, you know, you go to Morton's and then you go to the Keller, and yeah, so you like read my mind.
Yeah, I went with the special occasion.
Yeah.
Very classic night out.
Yeah.
How many points?
7.
7.
And also rack of lamb and mashed potatoes, like, I don't know, it just doesn't get better than that.
Classic.
Yeah.
So
I need one more of these.
So have you guys played this game before?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've been talking to Jordan about playing it.
It's cool to see it all come together, because I've played a couple different times with you, and we were, I think at that point you were still working on the illustrations, and so we were using like, so there were some stand-in cards or something.
Shit, I just noticed that you've got gluten-free and vegan noted on the back. Oh, that's freaking cool.
So if you're a vegetarian player, you can sort of self-select ahead of time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So head chef passes to the left, so I'll be the head chef this round. I'm gonna try and go there random, because I know based on the illustrations what everything is. Oh, this is a good one.
So you've played once or twice, is that what you're saying?
Oh, this is gonna be a weird one. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the special occasion is disco dinner.
Ooh.
Let's throw back to the 1970s. Think gelatin salads, fondue parties, and decadent French favorites. Our secret ingredient is squid ink. Have fun with that, and we'll start our timer. Did your families ever make any like weird jello foods?
I don't think so.
Yep.
There was a broccoli and cheddar salad, but that's like with bacon and peas, but that's pretty, it's not really out there. Yeah.
I have a cheesecake recipe that is from like, it's over 100 years old easily, because it was like given to my grandmother from one of like my grandfather's parents' friends.
Oh, okay.
And it's got gelatin and stuff in it. It requires like 7 bowls to make.
Wow.
It's like a whole process.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's freaking good. Yeah. It's like
Now you got
really
me
light
some
and
time.
yeah. Well, I don't, because it's not vegetarian, so I don't.
Oh,
I don't cook with gelatin very often. But it's really good.
yeah.
It is really good.
My grandma has a pretzel jello recipe that we make for every Christmas, every Thanksgiving. It's my grandpa's favorite. It's got a layer, like a crushed pretzel crust, and then a layer of cream cheese, and then there's strawberries and strawberry jello on top.
Sounds, I mean, that's like
I've absolutely
super
like
classic,
eaten
right?
that one before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I think I got it.
10 seconds. Okay, everyone's done? Yes, great. All right, so Jaret, you'll kick us off.
Okay.
Yes, for our disco dinner.
Okay, I decided to prepare for the disco party a squid ink sushi casserole.
Ooh.
Sliced up into little pieces for the partygoers. And within this squid ink sushi casserole, I will have brown sugar glazed grapes
Sounds very 70s.
and a dash of dried cottage cheese
Dried cottage.
to make you feel like you're having a party. And the secret ingredient, the special ingredient, will be the squid ink sticky rice. And it is, of course, served with punch bowl drinks in red plastic cups.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Alright, so I leaned heavily into the heavy French classics. So we have a squid ink French onion soup, served with roasted duck, and of course a frog eye salad for dessert, which is your marshmallows, your lime jello, and your Cool Whip with macadamia nuts.
Nice.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Much tastier than it sounds. Okay, so I have for you to start, we'll have a cocktail, a peach and blackberry cobbler, and then I wanted to do a raclette, you know, where it like sort of melts, and pair that with like a crudité, so you got your veggies, your fresh veggies to like dip in the cheese, and then wanted to do a deviled ham salad using pork broth, and so it's a nice, like a little bit of a heavier starter. And then for the main, squid ink pasta with some mussels and shrimp. And then end for dessert, chocolate fondue with strawberries.
Great. My special criteria were points for silly style, because I think disco dinner is kind of a silly special occasion. A disco ball theme somewhere, and bonus points for a Julia Child reference.
Ooh, no, I think we might be batting 0 out of 3 for those.
Well, based on everyone's meal preparations and what you have shared, I think that leaning into the theme, and the one that I would most want to eat is Anna's.
Thank you.
As much as I think sushi casserole is a brilliant innovation for this challenge, I don't think I would want to eat it, to be honest.
Not even if it's served to you on a tray and like put in front of you and then you can't leave until you take a piece?
I mean, at that point, I'm unwillingly taking it.
The chef backs you into the corner. There's the plastic cups here and then the casserole here, and it's like those are the choices.
Yeah.
It's a disco party.
There were a lot of unfortunate casseroles in the 70s.
There were.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not to say that this one's unfortunate.
I'm just thinking of the chef on like rollerblades, backing you into a corner. Must eat.
It's turning into a horror movie.
Oh, there's no lights on. And you can hear in the distance somebody crying
Yeah.
from the kitchen.
They had 3 fruit cards. Like, what do I do with this?
Who knows, the next special occasion might be perfect for incorporating it. When you win the special occasion, you hold on to the special occasion.
Oh, fun.
A little trophy. See which
It's
one.
so cute. He's discoing, or the little, oh my gosh, it's a kangaroo discoing on a Jell-O mold.
It's a bunny.
It's a bunny.
It's a bunny.
They're all bunnies.
I thought it was a kangaroo. Okay. Thought I saw a little pouch. That's adorable. I think it's the ears that threw me off. Yeah. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, right.
Okay. The special occasion is to cater a wedding reception. You are to provide 100 guests with fuel for the dance floor. And the special ingredient is the poblano pepper.
What are these ingredients? Oh my gosh.
See, you were complaining about your fruit.
I know, right? Now I'm missing the fruit. It's like I have the dregs of someone's fridge after they've been out of town for a month.
Sometimes you'll surprise yourself and come up with like, oh wait, this works. We served Indian food at our wedding, which was, really fun, but also kind of a risk because some of my family members had never had Indian food before. And we were like a little nervous, like how are they gonna be able to handle the spiciness of it all? But like My great uncle Jim went back for second, so
Nice.
it seemed like everyone was happy.
That's awesome. I love that.
Everyone got poblano peppers.
Almost forgot. Got it in there, even though I had it written really large on mine.
I moved where they were. They were in a dish, and then I moved them to a different dish.
Thinking on your feet.
All right, Alma, Jennifer, you'll
Okay.
kick us off.
Here we go. So we're gonna do, because you want finger food. You want to be able to like go back, grab a thing. You want to keep moving. So we're gonna have mini steak tacos. We're going to have poblano and cheddar falafels.
Beautiful.
A variety of salsas. We're gonna have, because cake is boring, we're gonna have mini chocolate bagels with chili pepper ganache, because we're leaning into this pepper theme. And then, of course, it's a wedding. There's an open bar with margaritas themed after the couple's pets.
Cute.
Of course.
What are their pets?
Well, I didn't get that far. I only had 5 minutes.
We'll say one of them's a Rottweiler.
Yeah. In which case, it would probably, some sort of black and tan situation.
That's great. I love it. All right. So I actually just got married last year, and I desperately wanted to do like a Spanish theme for the food, and it like didn't work out. We found like one caterer who could do paella, and it was horrible. And so we were like, okay, we'd rather have good food than bad food on the theme I wanted. But all to say that I went with a Spanish theme. And so to start, for the cocktail, we'll do white stone fruit sangria. And so like peaches and plums. And then for the past appetizer, manchego and jamon serrano Spanish tortilla. And so I'm hoping that counts for I had an omelet in here. All right, I don't know if you'll accept Spanish tortilla for omelet.
It makes sense to me.
Okay, cool. And then, and you gotta have a little aioli for your Spanish tortilla. And so they're cut up into little cubes that people can, use with their like toothpick. And so then you have a poblano aioli for your tortilla.
Nice.
And for the main, we have a traditional paella with, chicken thighs, shrimp, mussels, and actually throw in red onion as well. Oh, and the poblano aioli also had a dash of rice wine vinegar, just to add a little bit of a zing. And then for dessert, we'll do churro pull-apart bread with chocolate dipping sauce. Yeah.
All right, so for the wedding that I'm catering, I will be serving a veggie pizza with grilled poblano peppers, some shallots on there, as well as some bok choy, and a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Going pretty classic, nice red sauce in there. And then we'll also have some beet gazpacho shooters with a whipped mascarpone puree on top there. So nice and easy, you can just grab one and drink it back real quick. And then for dessert, we will have a apple bread pudding, which I'm using the stuffing card, dish card for my bread pudding.
Stuffing doesn't have to be savory.
Yeah. Stuffing is basically just savory bread pudding.
Yeah.
This is difficult for me to choose because I don't feel like I'm qualified to judge these all three of these amazing creations, and I would do a disservice if I were to say that they weren't all very beautiful and it made me quite happy to listen to those. My criteria for this wedding reception to fuel people on the dance floor is cute, innocent people on the dance floor. The poblano, number one, the poblano pepper must be very pretty and fun to look at. And number two, I was looking for something that would surprise a nervous guest who may not know what they're eating. And so you might go, oh, what is this? And stick around for a while. And 3 is to create something so good that the guests actually forget about the married couple and just stay at the food. And I feel like the elegance in these meals was quite stunning. I do think that yours was the most fun. And it would definitely make people eat everything real fast, and then the people behind the catering would be struggling to keep up. So I would choose yours.
Oh, thank you.
But everything I thought was stunningly beautiful.
Yeah, you would attend these weddings.
I would definitely hit up all these weddings even if I didn't know who anybody was.
Well, this was fun because I got to finally design the menu of my wedding dreams. Yeah, although we did have fried chicken at our wedding, so that was really fun. Not really the least messy, but it was very good.
There was a crowd pleaser.
13.
All right.
Nice.
Ooh.
I think you're winning.
You got 20 points on the board. Everyone watch out.
Very competitive.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. Used to play board games competitively.
That's awesome. I didn't actually know that was a thing. I mean, I think there's competition, there's
Oh, yeah.
pro level things for everything, right? Including board games.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I never got deep into Magic is probably the most popular one. I never got into Magic, but yeah, I played a Star Wars themed miniatures game where basically you build your little Star Wars army and they build their little Star Wars army and then you fight.
Cute. That sounds really fun. Because
I was
it's
pretty good at
storytelling, right? Because you have is it
kind of,
you kind of have to create the backstory behind the war.
Yeah, so there are rules with oh, your army can only be rebels or your army can only be the Empire kind of thing. Or they even had the bounty hunters and that sort of thing.
Oh, nice.
Well, Jennifer can't earn points this round, so this is our chance.
There you go.
To come back.
Bring it back. Okay, so I'm gonna go opposite order. Your secret ingredient is brown rice.
Okay.
Your special occasion is Insta Trendy. Design a dish that will have influencers lining up for your deliciously stunning creation.
All right.
What's getting everybody taking pictures?
This special occasion, the illustration, on the back there, I have been that person.
That's great. It's so cute with the camera, standing on the chair, over the table, getting the picture.
I did this once because I made an eggplant parmesan, and I took on the very top of it, I spiraled from my little eggplants out to my big ones, and I was like, it's so good. And then my plating on my table, I had the nice big white plates, and I was like, I have to take a picture of the entire table. So yeah, I've had to stand up so I could get the whole thing. Stand on the chair itself. Been there.
When I first started at my restaurant PR job, I did a little workshop on food photography and specifically for Instagram. And so one of the tips was you gotta get up on the chair. If you can, when you're at a restaurant, get the seat that's by a window. Think of just strategically, how can you get the right light? And you can also get a napkin and put it over another phone to use the flashlight as your light source.
You've told me that before. That's a great tip.
All right, Anna, you'll kick us off.
All right, so I have created a rainbow rice bowl, and this is a grain bowl that has a base of seasoned brown rice. That stuff has to be seasoned or else it tastes like nothing. And so very well seasoned brown rice. And then you've kind of got your usual suspects of, and if it's whatever anybody kind of wants. You have some options, almost like a salad bar, and so people can choose from carrots, avocado, feta, kale, all those things. But the real stunner for this dish is it comes with a rainbow of sauces. And so For yellow, you have a caramelized onion turmeric yogurt dip. And then for red, you have a red pepper romesco. Purple, there's a beet hummus. You have a peanut sauce, and then a chimichurri for green. And so you have this like beautiful, on one part of the bowl, you know, you have your veggies, and then the rest of the bowl is this rainbow of sauces that people can sort of dip. And people were lining up to take photos of this. So thank you.
All right.
So I have created a chic shakshuka. Say that 10 times fast. With a green goddess dressing and carrots. So in my vision, you're at a restaurant, and the big thing is that they have the full like rainbow set of mini Le Creuset pots. So it's sort of like, ooh, which color of Le Creuset is your shakshuka going to come in? So you get the little mini pot, and it has a tomato and carrot base along with like one poached egg on top there, and then there's like a nasturtium flour. And on the side, you have your brown rice, and then a little like carrot flour garnish.
Cute.
Very pretty.
Sounds like an expensive upfront investment, or maybe a brand partnership with Le Creuset.
Yeah, maybe they start their own restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And this is like the special like, ooh, which pot am I going to get?
All right.
All right, for the instant trendy, I will have a room, a square room, and a clawfoot tub in the middle of the room with the guests circling around the tub, all looking at each other with cameras. And inside the clawfoot tub, it is filled to the very top with a brown rice and banana pepper ice cream. The brown rice is unseasoned, and the banana peppers are in the rings, and they're the whole rings. And each guest is equipped with an overlarge spoon and must stand in line or wait their turn for one scoop only to take a big scoop of it. And the purpose of the unseasoned rice is to really discover and find the flavor hiding only near the banana pepper rings. And I used ice cream and banana pepper.
Okay, so this is amazing. So my must-haves were presentation. I wanted to hear how your dishes were plated, which you all did an amazing job. I either wanted something low calorie or massive calories, because Instagram doesn't care about just like normal dishes. They want something that's like, they don't want any in between. And then, you know, did you have a gimmick? Was it filmable? I gotta give it to this because from a filmable gimmick, there isn't a better one. I mean, people are gonna show up, they're gonna take pictures of your dishes, absolutely, but they will pay $75 for this experience, easy, just to be like, I was there, and take photos. Like, it doesn't matter if this tastes good. Absolutely, no one cares. That's not the point. It's absolutely not the point. It's, I was there.
Oh my god.
I got to experience the bathtub ice cream room.
Yeah, Gen Z will be all over it.
Yeah.
It's all over TikTok.
Yeah.
Can you swim in it after?
It's probably gonna melt a little bit.
It's gonna, like, the room's gonna have to be
Sounds swimmable.
very, very cold. It's basically like, I'm imagining the room is essentially a freezer, right? It's a walk-in freezer. You walk in, you with your big spoon, you get your scoop, you take your photo with your big scoop, and then you keep it moving.
I feel like brown rice ice cream though, like, is that possible?
I believe so. It's worth a try.
Yeah, I mean
I mean,
chickpea ice cream, right?
Yeah, so you could like do the same thing that you could make. You could soak brown rice, right, and essentially make brown rice milk.
Yeah, there's rice milk.
Yeah.
All right, how many points did you get, Jaret?
It looks like I have 1 point for brown rice, 2 points for ice cream, and 2 points for banana pepper.
All right,
That would give me 5.
Nice.
5 points on the board.
Alrighty. The special occasion is dining along the Mediterranean coast. Feel a warm breeze in the air and enjoy abundant produce on the table. And the special ingredient is albacore tuna. So that's actually really nicely goes together. Actually, I don't know if they have albacore in the Mediterranean. I'm not sure.
I'm sure you can find it there now. I don't think it's...
Yeah, I don't know that it's native.
Yeah. Where did you guys go on your honeymoon?
Oh, we went to the Mediterranean.
I thought so.
Yeah, we started in Portugal, in Porto, and we did like a wine tour of the Douro Valley, which was amazing. And then we went, where'd we go? We went to Nice in France. Yeah, and we had a friend there who like was able to kind of be a tour guide, and then we went to Milan. We ended in Milan, and we went to Lake Como, which was pretty cool. But Porto was really special. Did you guys go on a honeymoon?
We stayed pretty local. We just went out to the coast.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I was like, planning that wedding was a lot. Let's just like hang out in a jacuzzi tub for a week and recover.
Totally feel you. Yeah, we went like 3 months after our wedding because it's too much.
Yeah. I had some friends tell me about their experience like hopping on a plane the day after their wedding, and they were like, that was rough.
Yeah, no. We went to Bend right after, which was nice to like get away. But international travel sounded rough.
We did have our second wedding in India.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty cool trip.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Oh my gosh, with patios, so cute. Wow. Yeah. I feel like we're in the Mediterranean with this like patio and everything. Yeah.
Some Roman bus set.
I know. I'm like, oh, are we in Italy? Are we in Portugal? I don't know. Oh my gosh, this illustration of this bunny is they're floating on a piece of bread, I think, surrounded by caprese salad. That's the vibe for sure.
Woo! Okay, all right. For our Mediterranean picnic, a toddy, which is an Iranian dish with rice, yogurt, saffron, potatoes, and tomatoes. And it's usually with sour cherries, but I'm going to do dates with it. And it has a nice crisp golden crust. And then alongside that, I'm going to have a tuna salad with the albacore tuna. That features grapes, walnuts, and a olive oil and lemon vinaigrette.
Is that canned or fresh tuna?
Fresh tuna.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we are going to serve that with a glass of vino verde as well.
Okay, that sounds good. I didn't know toddy had potatoes in it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So you learn something new every day. That sounds lovely. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, I prepared a hand-pulled pork chop baklava with red lentils. And as a very handsome side, very tiny albacore tuna shish kebab with poblano peppers. I was hoping if it's possible if I could steal a point from the past poblano.
But it's,
So this is a savory baklava.
Is that a thing?
yeah,
Oh. Ooh.
it's always been a thing. But it's not as common.
Okay. I can't tell if you're just being like totally full of shit.
It's uncommon, but it's a very important addition to the series of the baklava.
Can't tell.
All right. To Google this later. So you're sitting by the beach in Mallorca.
Okay.
And you're gonna be there a while. You got there like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you're gonna start with the charcuterie board. It's gonna have classic French, Italian, Spanish cheeses. So you've got brie, buffalo mozzarella, manchego, iberico ham. Of course, because you're on the beach, you're also having caviar. You got little French baguettes that you're eating with it. Then you're like ready for a real meal. You're going a tuna steak with bucatini and broccoli pesto. You're having Greek white wine, and you have cappuccino to end the meal.
Okay. Oh man. So my criteria was I wanted wine because you're on. You're standing along the Mediterranean coast. You gotta have wine, and then fresh produce and something like light and maybe grilled. And so that's what I was thinking. I love that you were talking about being in Mallorca. I have been to Mallorca and it's like amazing. So that was like, you took me right back there. And but you're as lovely as
heavy.
Yeah, your meal sounded. It does sound pretty heavy. Because I want to like go swimming after, maybe, you know what I mean, or like long walks. And Mallorca's hilly,
yeah.
And so like you have a full stomach and you're trying to like walk up those hills. Like I'm not sure. Your meal sounded so lovely, and so I'm very torn, and I don't know if I still don't know what to think about the pulled pork baklava. I'm sorry. I might have to go with yours. It sounds really good. And you painted such a nice picture of like
you get that cappuccino, you're gonna get that burst.
That's true.
You're gonna be okay.
That's true. No dessert, so
yeah.
It's lighter because there's no dessert. I'm a sucker for a cheese plate, and you I love cheese, so I think I'm gonna give it to you.
All right.
Greek wine, Vino Verde sounds very good too, and talk about like a light, fresh wine. So yeah, you guys made it hard.
I originally had red, and I was like, no, with fish, you gotta go back to white. Yeah, I wish I liked white wines, but I don't know. I'm a red wine. Like I will pair red wine with everything. Don't care.
My dad, he like just looks down his nose at all white wine. So funny. And I love red wine, but lately it's like too rich for me. Like I can't drink more than like a quarter of a cup anymore. It's really weird.
For me, it's just more about like the weather. If it's really nice out, I need a cold glass of white wine.
100%.
How many points you got, Jennifer?
10.
10. You are winning. Woo!
It was tough to decide. Oh, you just won. That was the game. Oh.
You are our certified culinary genius.
Nice.
Congrats.
It's just what I always wanted.
What a game. All right, so Jaret, tell folks where to find you.
I'm working with the Grimmers to open up High Noon in Goose Hollow, Portland. And you can find us at High Noon PDX on Instagram.
Great. Jennifer, where can folks find you?
You can find me at JRA_game_design on Instagram. And you can see me playing my game To the Bear there.
And
Anna?
Yeah, thanks. You can find me at Anna Marum on Instagram, and I'm just a home cook, so it's just garden updates and kitchen remodel stuff. But this was so much fun, Jordan. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So excited for you.
Thank you everyone for coming and playing today. I appreciate it so much. Thanks again to the Grimmers and everyone at High Noon for letting us film in this gorgeous home today. If you enjoyed watching us play, imagine how much fun you'll have playing with your friends and family. You can pre-order Drum Hungry today by clicking the link in the description or visiting drumhungry.com. The game will be launching this fall, just in time for the holiday season. Like this video if you had fun, and subscribe for future Drum Hungry dinner parties. We upload every other Tuesday. Think of it as your Tuesday treat. Thanks for joining us, folks. Till next time, ciao!
Bye.